this dessert, the spiced cheesecake with raspberry cranberry jam, I love this recipe. So I live part-time in Paris, part-time in New York. And I have made cheesecake ever since I started baking. When cheesecake became popular, I had friends who would ask me to bring pounds of cream cheese from New York to Paris for them. And it really was a kind of rare ingredient. So I made a cheesecake for my friends in Paris, and they always referred to it as le cheesecake. While I was in Paris, I was eating, as everybody does because you can't keep your hands off them, little spice cookies. I was having them with coffee, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to crumble up the spice cookies and put them in the cheesecake? Kind of give the cheesecake some holiday esprit. So I made the crust out of the crushed spice cookies, and then I brought it back and I made it in New York. So it became Le Cheesecake Round Trip. But when I was working on the cake and trying to think about what I could do with it to make it just that much more special, I thought, I could make this with raspberries. Raspberries are really beautiful. Add them to a dessert, and dessert is just special. And that's when I had this idea to do the raspberry and cranberry jam. I put them together kind of the way I would do a cranberry sauce for the holidays. So it's this great combination of a rich, creamy, smooth cheesecake, and then that ping-pop tang of the raspberry and cranberry jam. And then comes the fun part. Fresh, delicious, beautiful Driscoll's raspberries, just sitting in concentric circles on top of the cake. They're kind of regal. This dessert is so good. It's an ooh and ah kind of dessert. I just love that I can create something new just because I have the berries to play with. Thank goodness there are berries.
Hello? Okay, fine. Guys, it was Mom. It's time to go home.
Oh, come on.
Let's go.
A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away, but his smile never dimmed and said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. rides just the other day. So much like a man, I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids are the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me.